There is a Chinese proverb says 有人的地方就有江湖. Where there are people, there are blade and fights, brotherhoods and stories. The same principle applies to the rental market. Not every agent in the market is trustable. Hey, 大家好, my name is Lei. Oh, perhaps I have to show you this way. Hey, 大家好, my name is Lei. So today I'm on the rooftop of my apartment building and blah 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 rapping here, talking about bullshit. Just kidding. Okay, so today I will be talking about a common scam that most likely has happened to all graduates in China, and tell you a big news regarding to rent that happened no long ago in China, which has already affected many landlords and tenants. Okay, let's go for it. So the common scam you will find is that when you use some rental platforms or apps in China, you will find many beautiful pictures of different apartments, and they are usually tagged with very low prices. So no matter what questions you ask them online through the platform, the actual situation will be different. For example, whether you confirm with a person is a landlord or not, or whether the picture is real or fake, when you get there to see the apartment in person, you will find the guy is actually an agent, and they will use any excuse to tell you that the apartment you are looking for is no longer available. So they will recommend other apartments to you. And of course, the price is usually expensive than the one you're looking for. This is a very common scam in China that many people know if they had experienced. But the second story I want to share is way serious than the first one. There's one popular long-term rental apartment platform called Danke Apartment in China. What this company did was trying to make money out of Ponzi scheme. So the company started with the landlords and say things like, hey, if you let our company take over the apartment, I can give you a higher price than how much you rent right now. And the company then goes to the tenants and say, hey, this apartment is 2,000 a month, but if you pay me one-off in advance, I can give you 1,000 a month for this apartment. If the tenant cannot pay this much at one time, the company would also recommend a loan from financial institution. So the company pays monthly rent to the landlord with the money that tenants has already paid one-off in advance. The company uses the rest of money for business expansion and reinvestment. And they also started to fund decoration companies for later use. But eventually, the company couldn't cover the rent from the landlord side. Then they will tell the landlord to lower down the rent price, or they will terminate the contract with the landlord, and the landlord has to pay a huge amount of decoration fee which they are to their company. That's a story between the landlord and Danke Apartment, but the story isn't finished yet. To the tenant side, the tenant has already paid the rent one-off, and some of them still have debts on them. And when people tried to go to the company, they found the company is empty, nothing left. This model first emerged in 2015 in China, and similar platforms have increased by over 300 in these years. And now they have been dissolving in many cities rapidly. To sum up, that's a reason why I always recommend to look for a sublease instead of speak to an agent, and never trust any agents completely in China but the contract. Never sign anything, never give anyone any sort of money until you have an opportunity to meet the person that you're dealing with, and don't be afraid to ask identification. Go over the lease carefully. Again, this is just a part of rental market in China. You can still find some awesome people like what I do, but take precaution is always important. Alright, so I guess that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.